Alright guys, hey, what's up? How you doing? Welcome back to another tier list episode. Today, well, first off, I want to say I hope you guys had a great Hanukkah. Oh my god. I hope you guys had a great Hanukkah. I was thinking about the Holocaust, and then I combined Holocaust with Hanukkah, and no, we don't talk about that shit. That's just poor taste. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that. Hope you guys have a good Hanukkah. Fuck. Hope you guys had a good Hanukkah, a good Kwanzaa, and a Merry Christmas. I got a knife for Christmas, and it's the only thing I got. They said, Adam, kill yourself. I didn't. Not yet, at least. So today, what are we doing, Adam? What tier list are we doing? I'm in a better mood today. I was in not the best of moods on the other day when I did the 2020 tier list. But today, since I am a fat ass, as you can see, you saw there, I am not the skinniest person. But we don't talk about that. I had to burp into my microphone there. Today we're doing fast food tier list. I'm gonna be honest with you, G's. I haven't had fast food since the month of February 2020. You know why? I have made it a rule that I'm not going to go out and have fast food during the pandemic. I'm just not going to do it. It's just not a thing that I want to do. And I really want to use this knife after not being able to have fast food for the last year almost. So I didn't eat much fast food when it was open, but I ate like at least once a week, maybe once every other week. But alas, we are here with the fast food tier list. I had to do it again. Alright. So first things first, we're starting with Arby's here. And I'm going to be honest, Chief. Arby's gets a lot of fucking hate. And I always saw the Arby's hate online and like from literally everyone. And I was like, what do you eat? What do you like to eat? Do you like to eat dirt? Do you like to eat like an African skinny little African child over in Africa, in Ethiopia, in Chad? Do you like to eat like an African child? Do you not like to have flavor? Arby's has the meats, dude. Arby's has the meats. Not only does it have the sweet, delicate meat that you're looking for that you don't have to get at a grocery store, because apparently that's all you're used to is grocery store meat if you don't like Arby's. You need to grow the fuck up if you don't like Arby's, because really, if you don't like Arby's, you probably like meat from the grocery store that comes in little plastic containers that taste like absolute dog shit. It tastes like something you'd give to your dog, and I bet all of you probably do give it to your dog. The people that like grocery store meat are the type of people to let their dog lick a part of it and then eat the rest. That's what you remind me of. You need to grow the fuck up and eat some Arby's. It's not the best, but it's definitely an A tier. And it's got the meat. It's got any type of meat you want. So really, fuck you if you don't like Arby's. Next up we got Jack in the Box. And this is another place that gets a lot of hate. Or it either gets hate, or if it doesn't get anything, it doesn't get anything at all. Does that make sense? I don't think that made sense. It gets hate, and if it doesn't get hate, no one talks about it. And Jack in the Box, honestly, Jack in the Box's breakfast is trash. Jack in the Box would be good if you were a raccoon scourging through trash. That's when Jack in the Box breakfast tastes good. Jack in the Box breakfast is awful, and it's an F tier if we're talking about the breakfast. But if we're talking about regular Jack in the Box, we're talking burgers, fries, fucking tacos. Tacos is what I wanted to bring up, because tacos is not something I knew Jack in the Box to have. But one day I was at school, and Micah, if you remember Micah, he used to be on my YouTube channel, he used to do videos with me, Dragon Champion, his dad came and brought in Jack in the Box tacos, and I swear to God, my mouth was on some sort of like cloud 9. I swear to God, my mouth was having oral sex with the Jack in the Box taco. It was that good. My Jack in the Box taco in my hand was falling apart in my mouth, and it was just satisfying it. It's not like the new Belle Defiance sex tape. It's something that you'd see professionally done from like Brazzers or something. It was great. Jack in the Box, we're talking about meals. Like burgers and fries are okay, but the tacos are great. You know, if I was talking about their breakfast, it's F. if we were talking about burgers and fries, it's probably like a C or a D. But when you add on the mouth sex tacos and just the fact that their beverages are pretty good usually most of the time, I'm going to put Jack in the Box in B. I think Jack in the Box definitely deserves a B tier. Now we're talking about A&W. A&W like no one talks about, I feel like. And maybe some people don't have an A&W in their hometown. But I have one semi-close. And it's really good. I can't lie. It just reminds me of what I think a Krabby Patty would taste like in real life. It just really hits the spot, and you know the bun is kind of thick, but it's not too much. The burger is just right. The cheese is properly melted. It's also going in B category, and I'm only putting it B because I know there's going to be food that beats it. That's not A&W. Now Auntie Anne's. I for anyone who doesn't know, I used to work in the mall. I got another burp coming. I got some backflow from my dinner, came out of my throat into my mouth, and I just swallowed that shit back down. The whole goal of this video is trying to get you to like not like me anymore, even though no one even fucking likes me anyway. I used to work in a mall, and I swear to God, I used to work in a part of the mall that was like kind of next to this, and I smelled that shit all day, and it got really annoying. It used to give me fucking headaches. I used to call in sick because I had a migraine. I was like, I do not want to smell this shit when I go into the fucking mall. And honestly, why would you pay some money for an overpriced pretzel when you can just go to your local store, like a Walmart or something, and get a whole giant box of like 88 frozen pretzels and just do it yourself? Really, this is just an overpriced disappointment that smells like... It smells like you went up to a horse in the middle of a field, snuck up on him, lifted its tail, and then just smelled, just deeply inhaled that horse ass. That's what Auntie Anne smells like. Now, next up we have Boston Market. And this is a disappointment. This is an abomination against humanity. Boston Market is something that I don't even think people from Boston even fucking like. This has got to be the worst thing. When I think about Boston, I do not think about this shitty restaurant. If you like were to say describe Boston people in one word, or like one thing to describe Boston people, and you said Boston Market, Boston people would get pissed, and then people that you're describing it to would be like, oh, fuck Boston, I'm never going to Boston. Do not soil Boston's pretty name with this shitty ass restaurant. This is just try-hard food that no one really likes. I had one in my hometown, ate there once, and I was like, this is fucking garbage. And then I shit you not, 1 year later, that place was gone, out of business, no one even ate there, because it's just that garbage. And I'm sorry if you're a Boston person and you're offended. I would be offended by that if I lived in Boston, if I was from Boston. Burger King. Now, this place got in trouble for, like, serving horse meat, and that's pretty fucked up, but if you think about it, this place is just also, it's like the Boston Market of burger places. I literally had one, like, 2 minutes away from my house, and I used to go there a lot when I was a child, from, like, age 6 to, like, 10. I used to go to Burger King a lot because I love their chicken nuggets, and then they changed their chicken nugget recipe to be more like McDonald's or some shit, and then they got awful. Their fries were weird, their hot dogs were weird. I think they had hot dogs at one point. They had chicken fries. There's a guy on YouTube that rants about how they took away their chicken fries. That guy's a fucking piece of shit, and he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about, because those chicken fries were literally the bane of my existence and were the worst things I ever put in my mouth. It was like they tried to put some breading in some crumbs, but it ended up being 100% crumb and had no taste and just a little bit of spice. And it wasn't even that good. I mean, by not even that good, I mean like it was fucking awful. It was trash. And Burger King serving horse meat is just really weird. And you know what? I had a period of my life where I was obsessed with breakfast burritos. I went to Sonic and their breakfast burrito was pretty good. McDonald's has great breakfast burritos. Burger King, I went there at 7 in the morning. Like, literally 7 in the morning on a Saturday. No one's awake. No one's doing anything. It's like 6 or 7 a.m. I went to go get a breakfast burrito from Burger King. No one was there. It was cold as fuck. I was freezing. I didn't even let my car warm up. I literally just drove off because I was craving a Burger King burrito, breakfast burrito. And I was like, I don't give a shit. I just let the car go. I didn't even let it warm up. I was freezing, and I realized now that that was the stupidest shit I've ever done in my life. And you want to know how stupid it was? I've driven with my oil cap off, and that was pretty stupid, but it does not come close to the fact that I drove at 6 a.m. to go get a breakfast burrito from Burger King, and I ended up being disappointed. That shit is a D. It's an E. Fuck Burger King, and I'm glad. It went out of business too, so there you go. Next up, we got Chipotle, and I'm going to be honest, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but Chipotle is garbage. This is trash. You're paying for a name with this. When you buy Chipotle, it is literally just a tortilla with rice and beans, and that's it. If you ask for chicken, they put 2 pieces of chicken in there. You don't even taste it. You can't taste every ingredient. All I taste is their poorly made, shitty little tortillas. Chipotle is going an F. I'm sorry. It's awful. It's worse than the Burger King breakfast burrito. I've never been a fan of Chipotle, never will. Jimmy John's. Eric turned me on to this. Eric, my best friend, Simplified Films, we were recording an episode of Gmod in like 2015, 2014, something like that. And he was like, BRB, I'll be right back. And I was like, okay, he's probably going to go take a piss or something. He'll be back in a couple minutes. 55 fucking minutes later, he comes back from eating Jimmy John's. And he had a sandwich, as he called it. And I was excited. I was like, I want to go get me a Jimmy John's sandwich. And I did. And it tasted like the shit that gets stuck inside of a cow's hoof. That's what this shit tasted like. Their meat is awful. It tastes like it expired like 18 years ago. Their cheese, however, is pretty good, and their bread is fantastic. If you had just cheese and bread or in the veggies and shit, it'd probably be pretty good, which is why I'm going to put Jimmy John's solely in the D category. It's just, it's bad. It's overpriced, it's bad. Dairy Queen. Another thing about Dairy Queen. Their ice cream's pretty good, but I was coming back from vacation and I stopped at a Dairy Queen just to have some quick, easy food, and I almost puked. I shit you not. I ate outside. It was June. It was like Tennessee. I was in Tennessee or some shit, and I ate at one of these, and it was awful. The chicken had no taste. The fries were horrid. The ranch tasted like it was old and just dried up and put into like a custard, like a ranch custard, or like, I don't know how to describe it. It was awful. That's going in E. If it was ice cream, though, it'd probably be an A category. But we're talking about the food here. Fast food, it's E. Dairy Queen is trash. Five Guys Burgers and Fries, this is an S. And I'll tell you why. This is another experience I had with Eric, Simplified Films. He said, Adam, you ever had Five Guys? And there's a Five Guys literally like 30 seconds away from my house. And I was like, no, I've never had Five Guys. And we sat there and ate there, and I didn't want to leave. I wanted to keep ordering. I had a burger. I had fries. Fries come in a cup like this, and you can't really be mad at that. I had a grilled cheese. I had the peanuts they have there. It's fantastic. It's S category. Hardees. Hardees has good breakfast. You want to talk about good breakfast? It's Hardees. But I've never had a better thick burger. A burger like that fucking thick than I have at Hardees. This place is great. It's not an S because some things are really, really weird. And their chicken's good. Their fries are good. Their breakfast is great. Their burgers are great. Their drinks are horrid. I tasted one time. I thought I was drinking sewage water, but it was a Coke. I asked for a Coke, and I didn't get a Coke. I got sewage water. In-N-Out, fuck California. This is going an F. If you live in California, I'm sorry. If you like it, I'm really sorry. KFC. See, this is another thing that was good in my childhood, in my youth, when I was a child, but since I have since grown and matured and become a smarter being than my dumbass 8-year-old self that didn't know shit about what he was doing and failed the second fucking grade, I have learned a lot, and I've learned that KFC is easily not anymore is it an S tier like I used to. It's an E tier. It's just bad. Chicken is really overdone most of the time. It takes 30 minutes to get the food out to you. It's awful. Awful service, awful food, awful everything. And it's not just my location, because it's happened at several locations. Long John Silver's, I used to hate when I was little. But again, we've established that I was not a smart child. And I have since grown better taste buds on my tongue. And Long John Silver slaps. It's a B category. It's great. It's great. It really is. It's great seafood. It's got great chicken. It's the only thing I don't like about it is the hush puppies, but you don't even need to order the hush puppies. You don't need them. You could just get the fries and the chicken and the corn and the shrimp or whatever you want, and boom, you're perfect. You're set. McDonald's. I think you're fucking kidding yourself if you don't put McDonald's anywhere else besides S tier. Great fries, great chicken, great burgers, great flurries, great fucking Szechuan sauce. Actually, the Szechuan sauce was kind of bad, but it was pretty good. It's always great. I mean, McDonald's is just a classic, but you know. Panda Express. I see a lot of people shit on Panda Express, but really, when have you ever seen fast food Chinese food? I've never seen that, and honestly, Panda Express is great. You know how I know? Because I fucking hated this when I was little, and we've established that I was not a good child. This is A. This is A category. I don't care what anyone says. Panda Express is great. Look at the panda on the front. That panda is satisfied that people are eating his food. Panera. I think this is something unanimously everyone can agree. Panera is one of the best places to eat. You got great soups. You got great salad. Fucking macaroni and cheese is great. Oh my god, the macaroni and cheese. I have not had sex in my mouth since Jack in the Box tacos, but Panera macaroni and cheese might be sex in the mouth. It's really great. The tortellini is great. That was the first thing I ever had there. The bread is great. How can you fuck up bread though? Panera is an A tier. Panera is A tier. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Popeyes. This is going to be our first C category. It's okay, you know. But honestly, most of the time I eat there, I like the chicken is awful. It's way overdone. You wait in line with a bunch of angry customers wanting their chicken sandwich, and it's just not good. And by the way, fuck that chicken sandwich. You ever seen that commercial with the old ass dude going? That fucking commercial is just a bunch of lies. That guy didn't really do that shit. Like, honestly, the Popeyes is bad. It's not that bad, but it's not that great either. Their chicken's overdone. You waiting in line for a lot, and their biscuits are always hard as a rock, but their fries are good, and their shrimp is fantastic. Popeyes is a C. I think I got another burp coming. Alright, next up, Raising Cane's. So a little thing about Raising Cane's. I went in there for the first time about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, and I was like, I wonder what they got on the menu. And I look at the menu, and they got 4 things. Chicken basket with three tenders. The second item, chicken tender basket with 4 tenders. The third option, chicken tender basket with 5 tenders. And then the last option, a chicken sandwich. And you know what their chicken sandwich is? Chicken strips on a bun and lettuce. That's their chicken sandwich. So naturally I'm thinking, okay, they only got 4 fucking things on their menu. The only thing that could save this place is good food. Now, is the food good? Yes, I'm happy to report the food is pretty good. It's different tasting than most chicken I've tasted. I'm going to put it in B. I think it's solid. I think it's great if you just want chicken. If you just are craving chicken and fries or some shit, go to Cane's. They got the toast. They got the crinkle cut fries. Not curly fries. Their sauce is fantastic. Oh my god, it's good. Sonic. I mean, this is basically just Dairy Queen, but it's got better food. I mean, their fries are Their tater tots. Ugh, I can't stand tater tots. I fucking hate tater tots. I'm a fry person. I'm a French fry person. Their burgers are They're breakfast burritos, though. I think this is going to be our second C option right here, guys. Sonic's okay. Steak and Shake. This is, without a shadow of a doubt, F. Steak and Shake is F tier. You know why? It's mainly their service. I walked in, the first time I ate here I was in Florida. Went into a Steak and Shake, walked in, and the first thing I see is a, 8-year-old child, an 8 or 9-year-old child grab the ketchup bottle on the table, because they have ketchup bottles at each table. The kid grabs the bottle and shoves it in there like this. Let me show you what I'm doing on my microphone. He literally did this shit. And just spewed it into his mouth. And his mom just sat there and watched him. So right then and there I'm like, okay, this is just not what I want to see. At least give me some good food, right? And so I order the food, and 45, 50 minutes later, they give me the food. they're like, here you go, hot and ready, hot and ready. Keywords, hot and ready. Was it hot and ready? No, it was cold and not ready. It was cold and unfinished. Cold fries, cold burger, the milkshake melted when they got it to me. This place is F. And it's not just in Florida, because I came back home and I ate it two times here. And it's always slow as fuck delivery service. It's always cold food, and it's like F tier food. Fuck Steak and Shake. Subway, I mean, eat fresh, right? But are you eating fresh? No. And I gotta give this one a D, because the food is sometimes good. It really depends. If Subway's having an off day, it's gonna be shit. But if they're having a good day, it could be pretty good. And it's never fresh, so they lie to you. Alright, we have two more here. Taco Bell. Taco Bell is stoner food. And not that I would know, because I'm not really a stoner. I don't really smoke. I think that's really it's not my thing. I just heard something from my chair, and it sounded like the Taco Bell bell. What am I hearing? I don't know. But not only is Taco Bell great stoner food, it's also great food to get at like 2 in the morning. They got great tacos, they got great Crunchwrap Supremes, they used to have great Mexican pizzas, then they took a lot of their shit away. They had their nacho fries are to die for. That is sex in the mouth right there. Taco Bell's A. It's A. What can I say? Wendy's, last one here. It's got pretty unique burgers. I'm putting Wendy's. I'm actually going to put Wendy's in B. Yeah, I think Wendy's deserves a B. It's got great chicken. It's got great burgers. It's got great Frosties. Like, all of their stuff is great. And it's just not culturally significant as McDonald's. You know what? No, I'm going to bump it up to an A. I'm going to bump it up to an A. Because I realized that I put it next to like Cane's and shit. Bah. Wendy's is great. The only thing I don't like about Wendy's is their fries. They can keep their fries, but other than that, they got great soft drinks, great service, great burgers, great chicken, great Frosties. You got a great time. You got a great time. Some of my best childhood fast food memories come from Wendy's. And that's going to do it. This is my fast food tier list. And if you disagree, leave it in the comments below, even though no one's going to comment on this video because no one even watches my fucking channel anymore. Or at all. They never really did. But I'm gonna share this in my Discord chat, and I only have really one friend that likes my tier lists. One of them fucking hates them, and then attacks me for it. And then the other one, Eric, is just like, kind of just like, you know, he sometimes likes to join in the conversation, sometimes he doesn't, you know. But I'm gonna share this with them and see what they say, and then I will see. Yeah, you'll get to see what they say. Let's see what they said over here.